Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing great. This morning, I decided to do something that I should have done way sooner, which is to go wash the outside of my van. Believe me or not, after a full year owning this van, I didn't even go wash the van once. Yeah, I know, quite gross. But the reason why I didn't go is because I'm not a huge fan of washing car, and I feel like it's a quite big waste of money and time because I'm gonna have to do it again in the next week or so. And the second reason is that little kitty that you see right now. I was thinking that she would be quite scared, but she did very, very good. I'm really proud of her. She was scared of that big wash. Yeah, that one right there. Yep. But overall, she did quite good. I'm so proud of her. Like, I was really worried that she would be freaking out under the bed, but no, she was in fact curious about the whole thing. She got scared too of the power wash that you're gonna see in a couple seconds, which is quite funny. Yeah, right there you see the big power wash gonna come, and yep, right there. Oh yeah, that's scary. Yep, big face right in front of the camera. Well, overall, yeah, I have to say that she did amazing. Who would not be scared of that big thing coming in the face, to be honest with you? She's so cute, just right there, my big face. Yep, you're right in front of the camera. The camera have hard time to focus on you, baby, because you're right in front of it. Yep, big beautiful face. So yeah, that was our first experience with the van being washed, and I have to admit that I'm gonna have to do it more often. Especially now that I know that my cat, she's not so scared. A little bit of the brush, but yeah, overall, she did amazing, and I'm so proud of her. Alright guys, I just came back to wash the van. Sorry by the way, the battery just died on me there. But I'm quite happy. The cat did amazing. I mean, she was scared once in a while, but like, who wouldn't? Like, I had a big brush and like the power wash. But she did amazing. Like, she was kind of curious, so that's great. But the problem is, like, I pretty much did the horrible job washing the van. The van was like so dirty that I did like 2 wash. Like, I was with the brush and tried to scrub everything, and it still doesn't look the greatest. I'm gonna have to probably go back, definitely go back like way sooner than that. Like, that was a year of like dirt right now, and I didn't realize how dirty it was, but it was really dirty. So I'm gonna show you like problem that I have, which is to reach the high top. Even with the brush that I had, I was not able to reach the front, and some portion of the high top I was not able to reach it, and obviously the roof, like, I never could touch the roof. So I'm gonna have to figure out something to be able to wash the van better than that. But yeah, for now it's what it is, and it's not too bad, but I'm gonna show you that. So yeah, you don't see because of the sun, but I was not able to reach like anything from the high top there. I was not able to do like anything, and it just looked like a little bit dirty. In that section too, I was not able to reach that section, so yeah, it looked a little bit dirty. But overall, I mean, I look way better now. Oh yeah. So we're back inside the van right now. It's gonna be a little bit more quiet, and I wanted to do just to explain a little bit the good side about having a high roof top. Is it worth it and all that, and I don't want to drag this video too long right now, but the obvious reason to put a high roof on the van is to be able to stand up. But one thing that I didn't realize is that I have so much room. I mean, like, I can like pretty much full stretch here in the front. In the back is still even taller. Like I'm 5'2", so I don't know, maybe 6 foot. Let me grab like a tape measure. I never measure like the height, but it's pretty big. Yeah, it's 6 foot. So, I mean, obviously I'm short, so it feels like so big, but yeah, that's the best part about like having a high roof is like you can stand up and you feel like a home, which is, I think, the big difference between. So I was living on the low roof of the van for 4 months, and previously of that I had another car that I was sleeping in, so I slept in the low roof for like a year, a little bit more than a year, almost a year and a half. And the high top, it's been a year now that I have it. And the main reason why I decided to do that for me, it was because I do have back problems. And after 4 months living on the low roof, still always crawling and all that, I was like, no, I'm gonna, like, that wasn't my plan, but that was like kind of something that pushed me to do it because of my back. So obviously it feels more like a house now. It feels like, you know, I have a place to cook, I can stand up, I can move, you know, more freely. And especially here in British Columbia, we do have really bad winter. Right now it's beautiful, it's sunny today, and I'm gonna spend the rest of the afternoon outside, but we do get a lot of rain on the west coast. So I didn't like feel to spend like all the winter inside my low roof and cooking like inside. Another thing that I think is great about the high roof is the storage. So I'm gonna tell you, I don't use anything like all the part behind you where my bed is all open. Like I could use like so much storage, and most people put storage like on the side here. I don't have any of that, so the only storage is in the front here. But just that section there, so much storage. So my cat used most of it. That's her bed. She have the view of my 2 windows by the side here. But I mean, I can like put like a winter coat. On summer I put like all my extra bedding that it's too warm, I put it there. So it's really great storage, and I could use even more and put more shelf and cabinets like to use most of it. But you do have a ton more storage. Another point that I think is that I think will be a great part when I want to sell the van. So I think the selling point will be better at the end. I feel, that's my feeling, that people are probably looking more for a high roof van than a low roof. So having all of that van convert right now as a camper van, I think will be easier to sell the van at the end. So that was like my point, my good point. But there's some not so great point about having a high roof van, and those points, I have to say, I didn't think about those one before, and I wish like someone would told me those points, because maybe I don't think like that will change my plan, but at least I will have know and be able to make a better decision. So the obvious downside about having a high roof van, it is expensive to have the high roof van, to install it. Here in Canada may start to even more than $2,000 to just for the starting point of having like the high roof, to $4,000-$5,000, depend with the company that you're working with, depend if you do have anything. I do have two side windows that they installed, and I think they were like $120 each. But I love my windows. That's the best part, to be honest. Like, if I was to have another van like this, I would definitely still have those two windows. There was like so much worth it. But as soon as you do have things, yeah, it adds up very, very fast. If I had like the whole van like all nicely done inside, the same fiberglass by the outside, I think they were charging close to $1,000 more. So at that time I decided to not doing it. The other point is that you don't fit any underground parking lot, which that was not something that I was like really anyway going through, but I know like someone that told me like they had a low roof for a very long time and they installed the high roof, and they do travel with their pets, and that was kind of like one place that when they wanted to travel in city especially, they were just like parking the low roof inside an underground parking lot with the dog inside, and they knew that the place will be cold enough for the dog. So that's not, I'm not a city person, so underground parking lot's not a big deal for me, but if it's something that you plan on, just something to think about. Another point is it's probably colder to have a high roof van. Why? Because it takes more time to warm up the actual space because it's bigger, but also because behind here I only have reflexed, so it's really like a tiny little piece of insulation, so you do lose a ton of hair from there. So if I had only my low roof, I would probably install like big thick like insulation on the roof, especially that the roof is where like the hot hair just go up, so that's where you're probably gonna lose some hair. So yeah, it's not the greatest. I don't plan on going anywhere like where it's really, really cold anyway in the winter, because my van is so bad in the winter in the snow. So no way, I'm not gonna go in those places. But another point, which that one I really didn't talk about it before, it is if something happened, if you hit the branch or anything and you damage the fiberglass, you don't want to do that. If I damage anything on the low part of the actual van, if you want, like the middle, you can bring that to a shop. They may be able to, you know, rearrange things or repaint over. But in the fiberglass, sorry, you do have to remake fiberglass. And I don't know if you saw some camper van that kind of like try to, older camper van that something happened and they try to patch, you know, and doesn't look the greatest. And that's something that I kind of scared, you know. You do have a big hole inside your van, you do have to repair it. But overall, I will still do it, like, you know, even if it was expensive, even if I a little bit more restricted to where I can go, I still love my air roof. I just love my big windows. And yeah, that will not be something that I would change, but I think that's something to keep in mind if it's something that you plan on doing, if you're kind of like wondering, should I've done, you know, not. So those are my little tip and point to just think about before you do that big purchase, and to research obviously which company that you want to work with to get a to get it done by a professional, because you don't want, you know, mess that up. And it's pretty like, and obviously gonna add weight on your van, so another point that you think about. So yeah, I hope this helped you guys. All right, I think I'm gonna go outside and enjoy this beautiful weather, because we don't have some nice weather like this all the time here in British Columbia in the winter, so I'm gonna enjoy it, and I will see you soon. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, guys. I will really like it, and give me a big thumbs up. And yeah, those are my first video, guys, so stick with me and I'm just gonna be better and better and feel a little bit more confident talking to you guys. So yeah, if you don't mind, give me a big thumbs up. That we really appreciate it, and I will see you soon.